God uses your connections to evil people for his higher purpose. People who have a strong calling on their lives will often be connected to people who are evil in order to reveal how the enemy operates in them to then later use in their own ministry to teach and warn others. Personal experience is the best teacher, although can be extremely painful. God can also use our own bad decisions to come around to be good, as he uses all things together for his good. So I learned how the spirit of Jezebel and Leviathan operates in people through my ex-wife, a pastor, my boss, church leaders, and now I've helped thousands around the world to get healed and delivered from demonic spirits. I was also connected to a woman who pretended to be a godly woman but turned out to be a witch, and then learned a great deal of how witches in the church operate to hurt and harm others. So David, think about him. He was connected to help Saul defeat Goliath, but later Saul became jealous of David, who then tried to kill David for around 15 years. Finally, David was anointed king of Israel, and then for 40 years, he was the king of Israel. God connected Hosea to his wife, Gomer, who cheated on him 3 times, and he still pursued her to buy her back. The book of Hosea prophesies the results of the Israelites turning to other gods, the separation of their nation from God, and then the subsequent disastrous results, and then the eventual reconciliation. So Hosea's life and ministry served not only as prophecy for Israel at that time, but also a reminder today about the consequences of your choice, your free will, power of forgiveness, and the importance of virtue. Joseph was connected to Egyptians, sold by his jealous brothers to become a slave, but eventually he worked his way up in Potiphar's house as he was diligent and obeyed God. But then Potiphar's wife tried to have sex with him, lied about him, and he was thrown into jail for 3 years. Then he was finally used to interpret a dream for Pharaoh about the coming famine and needed to store up food for 7 years in advance. And he was placed number 2 in command over all of Egypt. He ultimately helped his own family, whose brothers betrayed him, to be saved from the famine. Elijah also was connected to Jezebel and Ahab to ultimately confront them for their evil ways and killing the prophets. And then Elijah had a showdown on Mount Carmel with the prophets of Baal, and he ended up calling fire down from heaven and the sky, and it burned up his offering and theirs, and then he ultimately killed those prophets. So I have a book called Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons, and it's helping thousands of people to get healed from the wounds from evil people and to get delivered so that they can actually do the Lord's calling. That book's available on Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and Audible. It's also available in Spanish now. I also do personal sessions for people around the world every week. If you're interested in that, go out to our website, restored2tofreedom.com. Click on Contact Me and submit the form, or you can call 317-459-7091. Thanks.